Forces, forces, forces! They're all around you, pushing, pulling, holding things together, and tearing them apart. Hold on to your seat, because today, we're looking at forces!
Woe unto you, fated scribe! Woe to they that pass these gates! Surrender thyself soonishly, for I am Cragdor of Gelfart, scion of the Low Countries and keeper of the law. Should ye seek to gain passage through these forests, ye must master the darkest secrets of physics. Woe unto thee, physics! Valiant is the heart that endeavors to master the science of physics. Now, apprentice, you've been selected to learn the power of the force. Have ye the courage? Fret not, traveller, for a force is simply a push or a pull. It would behoove thee to know that compression, such as the vice of eternal terror, is a pushing force, while tension, like the rack of infinite fright, is a pulling force. These forces surround you, scribe, even though you often take them for granted. Learn this well, young one. There are many kinds of forces. Gravity is a pulling force that exists between any two objects with mass, as the Book of Law tells us. It is always an attractive force, and acts over long distances, but weakens with the square of the distance. That means, noble traveler, if two objects are moved 3 times further apart, the gravitational force between them will be 3 squared, or 9 times weaker. Know and fear what I say, apprentice. There is yet more ye must master in the darkest forest of the physics. Yes, woe unto thee, O calm and merciless physics. 2 other common forces you will encounter are the electric and the magnetic force. The electric force is a force on a charged particle caused by another charged particle. It is strong at the molecular level, but also on larger scales. The magnetic force is a force exerted by moving electrical charges on magnets or on other moving electrical charges. It, too, is a strong force, for even powerful gravity cannot pull 2 magnets apart. Truthfully, the electric and magnetic forces are really 2 parts of one force, the electromagnetic force. Hear my words, scribe. There are yet 2 more common forces, and these are the feared nuclear forces that act on the atomic scale. The sacred book of physics... The sacred book of physics calls these the strong and weak nuclear forces. The strong nuclear force is responsible for keeping atoms together and acts over very small distances, while the weak nuclear force is responsible for radioactive decay and also acts over very small distances. Forces are measured in a unit called the Newton, after the noble knight, Sir Isaac Newton, of course. A Newton is abbreviated N, and is second per second. Remember these key points about forces, O traveller. Ye may find them of use when I ask the question of terror.
Two people are playing a game of tug-of-war. What type of force is being exerted on the rope? The people are pulling on the rope. A pulling force is called tension.
I see you survived the question on the table by the book. The force the table exerts on the book is called the normal force, and the normal force is defined as a force acting on an object perpendicular to the surface on which the object rests. Beware, apprentice, for forces can and often do cause motion. Take Rengor the Welcid, please. If Rengor pushes hard enough sideways on this, the big box of eternal mystery, it could indeed slide. And if he pushes with a constant force on the box, it will move faster and faster. In other words, it will accelerate. Motion depends also on what's being moved. For example, a light breeze can move a feather, but even an elephant pushing a castle won't budge it. Therefore, force does not always result in motion. Now, scribe, lend me your ears, for I have but one more force for you to master. Friction is a force that opposes the relative motion of an object in contact with another object. Friction happens when two objects rub together, but it acts at the microscopic level, with electromagnetic forces between atoms. Friction makes it a bit harder to push the box and will slow it down and stop it once the force is removed. In other